Hey guys, it's Kevin Gillespie here, Lakeway Lending Team, and just wanted to take a few minutes. I'm going to run through some slides, but something you really should think about. I've been brainstorming with several agents I know that are just knocking it out of the park, and it's really interesting that the ones doing so well are working a database regularly versus other agents I talk to. So many of them say, I'm so disorganized. I haven't really been working my database. So I want to just talking about what if you could work a database and get referrals, like one extra transaction a month, or get an extra 6 transactions a year from people you already know, people who already love you. You see, building your retention system's important. I know you're busy. People are busy and they're bombarded with information about buying things. Have you ever had anybody say, hey, you know, I forgot you're in the business. You know them well, but they just bought, they just sold. Oh my kids just bought. And you're going, but mom, but brother, right? And so if you're not constantly selling people about you and promoting yourself and your business, we all got to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And what we really want to do is get them, when they think of real estate, they think of you. That's the objective. And so surveys show that 80% of consumers say they'll do business with the same agent again and refer business to them, but only 11% do. Why? Mainly because I believe we're not keeping in touch. The average agent, they say, has 250 to 300 contacts of friends, family, past clients, people who know and love them in the community. And if you think about it, if 10% of the population of 300 needed to sell or purchase, that's 30 transactions, right? See, remember, the house they buy stays stagnant. The mortgage they get tends to stay stagnant, but life goes on. Life changes constantly for people. So as soon as they move in, things are changing. So if you got only 30% of those 30 transactions out there, that'd be 9 extra transactions a year you'd pick up, right? And they also say that people in your database will know 4 people in the next year buying or selling, right? So there's a large amount of business going on. Now, the other thing we find is when you interview consumers, they may think you're doing well and it won't matter if they help you. They don't realize you're counting on them to build their business. If you ever been in a relationship, whether it's spouse or kids, and they're feeling like they needed something and you had no clue they felt that way. Well, a lot of the friends and family you have, they have no clue that they see your Facebook posts and they hear how busy you are. And my friend's doing so great. And they've never asked me for the business. And so shame on us. Shame on me, shame on you. We gotta work our friends, family, and clients. It's a healthy thing for us to do. It's the Coca-Cola theory. How often do you, when you're going to get a drink, because Coke's out there at every sporting event, at every TV commercial, all of a sudden you say, well, let's go get a Coke, rather than let's go get an orange drink or something else. Or what do you reach for? A tissue or a Kleenex? Or you ever notice, like on football games on and that same truck commercial comes on again and again and again, right? I've been told Nike says they aren't in the apparel business, they're in the advertising business. Tennis shoes and apparel just happens to be some of the things that they sell. So what we got to do is buy brain cells again and again and again, so that when they think of real estate, they think of us. Ask yourself, how close are you really in a relationship with these people, right? Are you friends on Facebook? Have you contacted them on LinkedIn? Have you been to their office or place of business? Have you ever had them over to your house? Do you know their spouse or partner? Okay. Have they given you a gift? Have you given them a gift? What have we done to truly build a relationship with the people we'd love to do business with? Okay? What we typically see with agents and people in the mortgage business as well is they may have a CRM slightly set up and they may have some emails going out, but little text, little snail mail, and very little or no phone calls. You have customers you closed last year, you haven't talked to them once, right? We get busy. We all go through that. So What's the most effective types of communication? If there's text, email, snail mail, video, face-to-face, phone conversations, and voicemail, what's most effective? Well, surveys show us that number 1 is face-to-face, number 2 is phone, number 3 is text, number 4 is snail mail, and number 5 is email. And videos, whether it be in a text or in your emails, will definitely help, or on Facebook, those sort of things. But the challenge is, how are we doing most of it? We're doing it by email. And you know that like only about 40% of emails, if you're lucky, get opened. Texts get a much better response. And even if you call them and leave them voicemail, that's even better, right? And when you call, 70% of the time, you'll probably get a voicemail. People are busy. And of course, seeing them face to face. So what can we do to improve it? So what I want to do is, you should have in your retention group, past clients, friends, family, area connections, people who see you as the expert because you do business with them, right? Put all these people in your database. And what if you could touch them over 40 times, 50 times a year and still leverage yourself? So I'm going to share with you what I have learned and what I see several top people doing that's making a huge difference. One, they use different medias because people receive messages in different ways at different times, right? Some people would rather get an email, others would get a phone call, others would be face-to-face. Some people need to hear it, some people need to see it. So you want to use all sorts of medias, and so you want to set them up. And the good news is, guys, you can structure this where you can pay an assistant a little bit of money to help you with this, and you still leverage your time. So let's say you got your CRM set up and you got a weekly message that goes out to them. So you're touching them 52 times a year there. What if once every other month or once a month they get snail mail? Snail mail is interesting nowadays because not many people do it, right? So it tends to stand out. What if you just send them a postcard? It costs you $300, $400 to send out a postcard, right? What if you did Facebook ads monthly? And if they're in your connection group, you can structure those ads so they show up in their news feeds. Facebook stalking, just making comments on their Facebook. Text them just once in a while. Use a quarterly call, what we call the Dr. Butler script, or do a voice blast. And then you could just once a year meet with them and do their annual review. The rest of this, you don't necessarily have to do. It's fun to do, but your highest and best use is probably out talking to people, right? So what are some tools you could consider? One is your CRM. There's many of them. I'm not attached to any particular CRM. Ask some of your friends what they're using. There's LionDesk, Agent Legend, Pipedrive, and hundreds of others. AM cards is a great way for snail mail cards. You go in, you type it up. My handwriting's terrible. We use this. I type up the message so it's readable. They send out the actual card with your message and your signature inside. Slide Broadcast is another one. Very inexpensive. And what it does, it goes directly to voicemail. So you can send one message to an entire group of people and just say, hey, I was thinking of you. I didn't want to interrupt your day, so I'm going to leave you a voicemail, right? But I wanted to let you know this is going on in the marketplace, right? Oh, by the way, please remember, don't keep me a secret. I'd love to help you or any of your friends. I hope I can count on you. BombBomb videos, guys. I use BombBomb video. My BombBomb video, Kevin Costner's not worried about losing a job, but I'm being told by several people, man, I like the video, that's cool. So BombBomb, you can do a video and text it to people, or you can email it to people, right? But the open rate on emails with video gets opened twice the rate of regular email. So it's almost like you're there with them. And it's nice because I can open it up at my leisure when I receive it. I get to see your face and your message, and it takes me 30 seconds. Facebook groups, you can put the whole group of your friends into a group, and then you can message right to them and it'll end up in their news feed. What about your messages? They should be short, sweet, sincere, and most of all, be yourself. I know I'm not for everybody, but man, life's too short. Get with those people that like you, that love you, that see how awesome you are. Don't try to be somebody you're not. You know, eventually they'll find out that's not who you really are. So once a week, look at your database. Take 2 letters once a week, A and B, or you can mix up because some letters have more names in it, but call just 2 letters in your alphabet with a message. Hey, I'm just checking in. I was thinking about you. How you doing? You don't have to talk about real estate. And then ask them, hey, is there anybody you know that in the next 6 months to a year may be needing real estate services? How about you? What's going on? Okay, well, don't keep me a secret. Look at your list every week. See and ask yourself, who might need help? So some simple things to say when you call people. Hey, I was thinking of you. You're awesome, and I'm glad you're in your life. That I'm glad you're in my life, right? And I hope you really should be sincere about that. I know when I tell people that, I truly am. You help me feed my family, and I appreciate you. I truly do. Do you know anybody that you care about that will be needing real estate expertise in the next 6 to 9 months? You know, I'm counting on you to help me build my business. Can I count on you? That's a great strategy line to share me with anybody in your sphere that you hear is thinking or buying and selling. Guys, it's about getting referrals. How many of your last transactions did you work hard enough on that you deserve a referral from them? The answer is most of them. The question is, how many have you got? Anyways, I hope you start to set up your database. If you want to brainstorm on this, I'd love to talk to you. I hope it's a helpful message. Best of luck to you, okay?